about a delay of probably about 20 seconds. 20-second delay. That's that mic there on the table. Yeah. So this is the crowd mic muted. Crowd mic muted. Crowd mic muted. Crowd mic muted. Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crowd check. 1, 2, 3, 4. YouTube live. 10 varsity presentation. New lock announcement. Check it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you're talking. I'm saying it's too loud. Well, there's a crowd. I can turn the gain down. Check 1, 2, 3. Hopefully muted. I turned the gain down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This should sound a lot better now that we are a lot better. So we should be in really good shape now. Sounding better, no crowd noise. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. You want in on this party? Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hear me okay? Say something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Anything.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Can you turn me up a little on the headphones?
Yep, sure can. How's that, better?
Perfect.
Okay, cool. So I'll mute all 3 of these out, and then, or I don't know if you guys, I mean, we're live now, so if you want to do a thing. Yeah, I'll put them up here. I piped them up. You're on delay, Chad. You're on delay. I piped them up already. Check 1, 2. Yeah, say something again.
Mic check 1, 2.
There you go. That's better. I'll pot you up a little bit. There we go. I think you sound fantastic, sir.
Wow. This man is good at flattery. I like that.
Well, I don't know about that. But
This man is good at flattery. Okay, let's see.
So what I don't have is a 810 varsity mic or camera, so I'll just have to swing this around.
Oh, that's fine.
When everything happens. So. All right, so Drew Locke is at the podium now. Pot him up here. I'm going to mute ours.
Okay.
I don't know. Actually, we got a couple of minutes. Randy, why don't you kind of give us a brief overview of Drew Locke's career as a high school athlete and what we're about to see today.
Well, Drew obviously is one of the top high school athletes in any sport in the Kansas City metro area and in the state of Missouri. A standout shooting guard at Lee Summit High School, a guy that's made some waves in the AAU circuit. But what he's known for is his skill on the gridiron. He's a 4-star passer, as rated on Scout.com, one of the top quarterback prospects in the class of 2015, and a guy that definitely is going to be, has already been one of the most sought-after recruits in the nation for this rising senior class. Drew is a kid that's been an all-state performer, an all-metro quarterback, one of the top passers in the region. Not just because of his arm, however. Great passer, but a tremendous athlete, able to make plays as a dual threat. Was a major part, obviously, of the success that the Tigers have had on the field over the last several years. Kid that's been one of the most sought-after recruits in the country. Drew had offers from multiple Division I programs. Obviously, it's going to come down to, we believe today, between the University of Missouri, Tennessee, and Big Ten program Ohio State. Also that have been in the running at one point for Drew that have offered the Lee Summit quarterback Louisville, Michigan State, Mississippi, Texas, West Virginia, Indiana, Kentucky. The list goes on and on. Obviously, if you've got a kid from the state of Missouri that picks up an offer from Mack Brown and the University of Texas that is then honored, obviously, by Charlie Strong after the coaching change, you're talking about a special player. The Longhorn program does not have to leave the state to find talent, even at the quarterback position or anywhere else for that matter. But when they come this far north after a prospect, you know the kid is legit. We've got Drew Locke at the podium, and I believe he may have something to say here very shortly.
This has got to be a big moment, not only for Drew, but also his entire family. He's flanked by his...
Testing. Oh, there we go. All right, if I can have everybody's attention. Can't see everybody back there from the bright lights, but thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Hey, appreciate everybody being here tonight. My name is Eric Thomas. I'm the head football coach at Lee Summit High School. I want to thank all the media for being here. I want to thank all the friends and family and everybody being here, all the fans that of this young man and his family. The support means a lot. Drew has talked a long time about different ways that he wanted to do this, and I just asked him, is this what you wanted? And he said, yeah. So he's excited about what's going to happen here tonight, what's going to take place. It's back on. And what's going to take place. So we're going to get to it pretty quick. I just want to say a couple things about this young man and this process that he's gone through and the way that he's handled it. You know, I've had the pleasure of being here since Drew was in 8th grade, along with the rest of his senior class, and he's made my stay here and continue to stay here very exciting. It's been a lot of fun. Talk about a fit between an offense and a young man that can do things that we want him to do. It's a great thing. And he's a leader in our school. He's a great young man. He's a great role model for young kids and for people in our school. So he is well deserving of everything that is coming his way. And whatever he chooses tonight, that's going to be a great thing for that school. And I'm happy for those coaches that get to coach him in the future. But they don't get him for another year because Lee Summit High School still has him. So that's an exciting day. So I guess, without further ado, we'll turn it over to Drew, and we'll let, he guaranteed me this was going to last 15 minutes, so we'll see.
Oh, I don't know about that one. How's that working? Hello? Hello?
Uh-oh.
Hello? Hello?
There
All
we
right.
go. You're on.
Probably got to talk into it a little bit.
I am talking
Don't
to.
move it.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Speak up.
can you hear me back there? Is it going? Hello? Hello?
Let me see it. Hey, Ryan, check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Thank you. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
I think it's just Drew, to be honest with you.
No, it's going in and out.
Okay, maybe it's not me.
You can hear it come back and forth.
Check 1, 2.
Don't move it very much.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
All right. I'm going to try to keep it still as possible. But to start, I'd like to thank Coach Thomas. Without him, I definitely wouldn't be here today. He does so many great things for our program, and I couldn't thank him anymore, so we can give him a round of applause to begin with. But I would definitely like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. It means a lot to me, and I am super excited to make this announcement today. So the first order of business would obviously be what sport I'm going to play. And I have decided to play football in college. I chose football for 2 reasons. One is kind of a story. On one of my first recruiting trips, I was told that the sport would choose me, and I really had no idea what that meant. How's a sport going to choose me? But over time, I realized what that means, and football has definitely chosen me through recruiting, and it's just been escalated from there, but not really in basketball. And so, I mean, that sounds bad, but it definitely hit me home, hit harder for football. And from there, I'd like to talk about that recruiting process. Every day, receiving 25 to 50 letters in the mail was just, it's a feeling I wish every high school student could really experience, because it just means something. Like these sitting here in front of me, it really shows what hard work does, and it really gives you some gratitude on what you've done over time. And meeting coaches, that was one of the best total experiences. Making a relationship with a coach from all the way across the country on one side, all the way back to the other, it was definitely something to really appreciate in life. And I definitely did see some great places. I went to Notre Dame last summer, and that was an eye-opener. And I went to Tennessee as well, and that was also an eye-opener, with stepping into that stadium and just feeling what 101,000 fans probably felt like watching you. And Oklahoma was definitely fun. That was the one basketball trip I took, and sitting on that court side was just something you really can't describe. And just thinking that it's undescribable. Like, I'm at a loss for words right now. But the one question that people ask me this week is, why are you committing so early? And my one answer to that would be to help the recruiting class of the school I'm going to. I feel like the quarterback is probably one of the key things in that recruiting process. You know, they can recruit as far as linemen, which obviously they definitely need, and running backs as well as wide receivers, which they also need, but more so the linemen. But so I think now's the time to tell you where I'm going.
And make sure you say it. Yeah, you gotta say it. Pull it out, man.
All right. Can you hear me? Yep. All right. I have decided to play football in the SEC. Two hours down the road in my own backyard. First off, I'd like to apologize on the way I look in a hat. Hats aren't normally what I would wear because of this mop on my head, but I feel like this is an occasion to wear a hat. I'd like to start with why I chose Missouri. I was sitting in class one day and my phone buzzed a little bit, and I was like, okay, what could that be? It could be anything. And it was a Sports Center update, and it said, Coach Pinkel has signed a multi-year, contract extension, and that was one of the big things to me is coaching stability, and I couldn't have been more happier when I got that. And I feel like I relate easily to the offense, being that Lee Summit High School does run the spread, and so does Missouri, and that couldn't be more of an attraction to me. And the biggest thing to me would definitely be the family environment that Missouri has. I mean, I could go, oh shoot.
We'll come back on.
I could have gone to, Tennessee and.
There you go. Hold
There you go.
it.
Talking to it.
I could have gone to Tennessee and, my parents, my family would have cheered for me. But I don't feel like it would have been the same cheering that it would have been if I went to the University of Missouri. I feel like me going to the University of Missouri it just kind of has, like I said, the family environment. I couldn't ask for anything better than that. And to wrap it up, I'd like to throw out some thank yous. I'd like to say thank you to Missouri's coaching staff for really having loyalty in me, being the first pocket passer that they've offered, and since that day, they haven't offered any. And so I feel like in other schools, they could have offered 12 to 15 other guys. And I just feel that true loyalty there. And I'd also like to thank Coach Thomas again for, being the role model he is. And I'd also like to thank my family as well. What is going on right now?
Just hold it up to your
It's okay.
Come on.
And I'd also like to thank my family as well, for being there through the nights that, I would come down, just bawling my eyes out because I was leaning. Gosh dang it, Andy.
Keep talking. Just keep talking.
Because I was, bawling my eyes out from, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I had feeling that one day that I knew what school I was going to, and I'd wake up the next morning and have no idea, and it was a gut-wrenching feeling, but we got through it. And I'd also like to thank the faculty at Lee Summit High School with Dr. Falkenberry with giving me a bunch of guidance and everything, and he really helped me through it as well. And I'd also like to thank the Lee Summit High School football team for powering me through this, being at my back, doing everything that they got.
Don't move that mic. All your friends.
I'd also like to thank all my friends. I've given a couple some insight about it, and I thank them for keeping it in between themselves, and that means a lot to me. And I'd also like to thank Skip as well. Skip Sitzel, he helped me through this as well. And I think that wraps it up. Go Tigers.
And there you have the Drew Lock announcement. We're going to have Drew Lock here on the microphone in just a minute. We're going to turn this over to Randy Withers of a10varsity.com as well. Randy, how about that announcement? I mean, did you – obviously there's 3 front runners here, but did you where do you think Mizzou stood in this, and what impact does this have for Mizzou?
You know, I have to say, coming into this week, I really felt like Tennessee had put themselves in very good position to land Locke. People ask, they say, why? Why did you think Tennessee had such a good shot at it? When I interviewed Drew after his visit to Knoxville, he came away absolutely raving on the Tennessee coaching staff. He told me, he said, you know, Randy, I went down to Tennessee and they introduced me to everyone there. I loved the quarterback coach. He went on and on. But you knew that the family connection to the Tigers was going to be almost insurmountable for any program that was trying to make a run at the 4-star QB from Lee Summit. I think, you know, it was just too much for him. And like he said, he goes, you know, I could have gone to Tennessee and my family would have cheered for me, but not the same way that they will at Missouri. And I think, you know, at the end of the day, that's what it was about. It was about family. And Drew is very excited to be the next quarterback of the Missouri Tigers.
We're going to try to get Drew Lock here on the line right here in a second.
Drew obviously has a lot of attention, a lot of people trying to get his attention right now.
All right, Drew Lock coming here to the microphone right here on 810varsity.com. We can put him right here in this chair. That way you can, Drew, if you want to sit right there, you can be right on camera. Of course,
first off, Drew, congratulations. Big announcement for you. What's it like to get this out of the way and kind of get the pressure off your shoulders about this decision? Yeah. Having gone through the recruiting process, what maybe to you was the most memorable aspect to it, or what kind of stands out? You know, someday, you know, when you're an old man and you're telling your grandkids about when Grandpa Drew went through the recruiting process, what are you going to tell them that you remember most? What does it mean, the fact that you know that when you tell those stories, or even now, if you wanted to, you could tell people that you are a Missouri Tiger? What does that mean to you? I can tell you're just really beaming right now. Talk about, you know, kind of some of the names that you're following at the quarterback position at the University of Missouri. Gary Pinkel always said that he would never be able to, you know, he would never be without a quarterback. And now, you know, you're following guys like Brad Smith, Chase Daniel, Blaine Gabbert, obviously a number of big-time players that have come through and played the position there in Columbia. What does it mean to you to think, you know, you could be next? Let's talk about that a little bit. Heading into your senior year now at Lee Summit, what's it mean knowing that you can kind of focus a little more on your teammates and not have all the attention be on you? You can say, okay, you know what, I got this out of the way, let's go. That's awesome. Drew, thank you very much for spending the time. Congratulations on the Missouri commitment, and we'll see you this season.
be good. I think we're good, aren't we? Yeah.
Were you getting audio from him?
Yep.
Because I couldn't hear him in my headphones.
Really?
I heard me, I didn't hear him.
Yeah, you should have been.
Got it done without a hitch. Maybe.
Maybe.
It looked good. It sounded good.
That's pretty much all the battle right there.
That's a young man that is ready to relax.
Yeah, he's pretty nervous.
As long as hard part is keeping him out of trouble now.
Right.
Because don't you know there's going to be knotheads who are pushing the envelope.